What's up, band kiddos? This is RK Slade, also known as Lord Thoros, here on Minecraft, playing some vanilla Minecraft, brought to you by Marching Band is Awesome. You can find us over on Instagram and Facebook. Search for Marching Band is Awesome, and we'll be there. We're going to go ahead and jump in. The goal for the next few episodes is to get our house completed, get our wheat farm going, and to dig deep into our underground mine. And so today I'll be digging some and maybe collecting some resources to finish the house. Today's episode is all about euphoniums and baritones. And so we want to dedicate today's episode to you guys and tell you how much that we appreciate what you do on the low brass end. And go ahead and give us a shout out if you're a low brass brother or sister. And I'm going to dig here for a little bit, but I'm go ahead and hit you with the joke of the day. And before I fall to my doom, I'll just check this out real quick. Living on the edge here. I hope a Balrog doesn't come up and get me. Okay, bad Lord of the Rings joke there. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into our baritone and euphonium jokes. Joke for today's episode is this: how do you get a hold of a baritone player? Euphonium. Boom. What do you call 100 euphonium players on the moon? A problem. What do you call 1,000 euphonium players on the moon? Another problem. What do you call all the euphonium players in the world on the moon? Problem solved. Ow. All right. Okay. So, as you know, when we tell jokes here, we like to joke on all the sections. And so if you are slightly offended or even very offended by that, just wait. Next episode, we'll hit another section and we'll get all kinds of jokes. If you got some great jokes, go ahead and leave them in the comment. And we will check them out. And if I like it enough, we'll get it on the show. But for now, I'm just kind of precariously tiptoeing my way over. I'm not even tempted by that coal right there. I'm just trying to not fall down here. What I'm doing is, if you can't tell, I'm actually building a bridge over, and then I'll continue my mine downward and just kind of bypass this whole big cave and maybe come back to it later. But for the time being, we'll just kind of create a little bridge walkway there, and then we'll start our descent down into the mines again. Well, I keep saying mines, but technically we're building the mines, so one day these will be the mines. But anyways, so if you've watched the first 3 episodes, you know that we are doing about 10, 11, 12-minute episodes here. I'm going to play a little bit of Minecraft and talk some about marching band, and every now and then maybe point you over to some of our pages and sites in our network, like marchingbandisawesome.com. Got a good blog over there about marching band. And I like to fill in any gaps when I'm digging. I just always don't like to leave holes. Don't want any baddies to be spawning. Even if I cover up, the hole in the wall, I don't like to hear the noises, which I've been hearing a lot lately. So I know there's a bunch of monsters in these caves. I can hear them all the time in these episodes. But anyways, Facebook, Marching Band is Awesome. Instagram, we're getting really close to 40,000 followers on Instagram, so that's exciting. This is April 2016, and we just released some really cool band camp tank tops and summertime tank tops for marching band and band music in general. You can find those at store.marchingbandisawesome.com. We're real proud of those. But I have a good time designing those t-shirts, and it's really a lot of folks don't know this about Marching Band is Awesome, but we're not a big corporate company. It's just me and my family, and I designed these t-shirts to just kind of support the marching arts, and it also gives me a little bit of, an opportunity to make a little bit of extra income. And so if you like marching band shirts, tees, tanks, hoodies, store.marchingbandisawesome.com. But anyways, let's talk a little bit about marching band. We've talked about high school marching band, we've talked about college marching band. Let's talk a little bit about drum corps. So I actually didn't march corps, would have loved to. It just didn't work out for me, and I'm a little old now. Maybe I can find a senior citizen drum corps and join that. Well, I'm not quite that old, but I am aged out of regular drum corps. But one of my favorite things in a marching band show is the company front. And if you're not familiar with what a company front is, I'm going to check these this charcoal here. And I actually need to decide what I'm going to do. Yeah, get some glass going to fill in these windows here before nighttime. I'll come back to that though. I think now I'm going to go sorry, got a little distracted by counting the number that I needed. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go cut some trees down. But while we're doing that, let's talk about drum corps and company front. So what is a company front? One of my favorite parts of a drill or a marching band show is when the band hits a company front. And a company front, really simply put, is basically just the formation that you see in a marching band, where the whole band, or the majority of the band, lines up in one line, side by side, usually shoulder to shoulder, and they hit a really big section in the music, and they hit the whole shape just kind of morphs and merges into this one long line, and the sound gets really big. They play usually to the home side, and it's just the pinnacle of the show usually. And I always enjoyed when we hit those big company fronts. And one of my favorite company fronts from drum corps is actually from the 1987 Cadets. And back then they were the Garfield Cadets. And the tune that they hit for this company front, they have actually been playing themes, kind of variations on this theme through the whole show, but the tune really is based on the old it's either Amish or Quaker. I think it's Quaker, the old Quaker tune, Simple Gifts. And but the show itself is based on the work of Aaron Copland, which is called Appalachian Spring. And so most people in high school band and college band have been exposed to Aaron Copland's Appalachian Spring. It's a really, really cool tune. Like I said, it's based on Simple Gifts. And but anyways, in 1987, Cadets hit one of their company fronts. Actually, the cool thing about this company front is they hit it, and then immediately, instead of just marching forward like a traditional company front, the ends of each side of the line kind of dissolve, and they call it a dissolving company front. And so they hit this and it's just really big, and the corps hits this big line, and then, like I said, they just kind of dissolve. And I really can't explain it in words. You got to see it. So you should YouTube that. Look up 1987 Garfield Cadets. That's Garfield Cadets, and you'll see their show. You could even look up company front marching band, and it's usually one of the first ones that comes up. But it's really, really cool. And if you enjoy a good company front, let me know in the comments. Definitely a highlight of most marching band shows is when they hit that company front. And so Anyways, we've almost got a full wheat farm here. I like to fill up all the rows. If you've ever marched corps or plan on marching corps, let me know in the comments. When I was in college, I had 2 roommates who both marched corps, and I was very jealous, but it just, like I said earlier, it didn't really work out for me. But let me put this glass in these windows here. About time to wrap it up. But big shout out to everybody marching corps, all you Euphonium and Baritones. Today's episode's for you. Sun's going down, so we're going to call it a night. Be sure to check us out on marchingbandisawesome.com, store.marchingbandisawesome.com. Got lots of tees, tanks, and hoodies. Got our new summer line up there. Lots of good band camp tank tops. And Facebook and Instagram, hit us up. And keep on roll stepping.